Welcome to Paws for Thought. Thanks for joining us, and I'm super excited today. We have a very special guest. Thanks to our executive producer, Bethany Davidson. We have our first guinea pig, and of course, we have Kirk Livers from the Humane Society of Washington County. More importantly, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I'm sorry, you got billed.
That's okay.
Below a guinea pig.
I got an email yesterday from your producer, and Bethany was like, please bring something that's not a cat or a dog. And I was like, okay.
Something unusual. Because
something unusual.
We like to cater for all our demographic. Now, I've never had a small animal like this. I don't really know how you deal with them, but he's kind of cute.
He is kind of cute. This is Blaze, and he's about 2 years old. And you know, we talk about time and how cats need less time than dogs. I think guinea pigs and rabbits, they need even less time than cats. So if you're on the go and you want an animal, still have that kind of companionship, this might be right up your alley.
I know that a lot of parents, especially with young children, they start with, guinea pigs and hamsters and those
gerbils,
kind of
stuff
things,
like that.
because it's a good way to integrate your children into caring for an animal. But as you,
I'm sorry, I just knocked the cage over. I'm sorry.
As you say, it doesn't take a great deal of time to, and of course you can actually take him out. We didn't take him out because we're in a very large space here. And
we don't want
him to escape.
We didn't want him to lose him. Yeah.
But Toby, our cameraman, had him out earlier, and he was super friendly.
He's very calm for a guinea pig, and I think this is a good example that we get more than just dogs and cats. People think of us as the dog and cat place, and that's true. We have tons of them, but people surrender all kinds of things to us, guinea pigs, and we've actually caught guinea pigs on the side of the road, stray guinea pigs. So stray guinea pigs, they've run amok. But everything you can think of, from reptiles to tarantulas to all sorts of things.
Did we have a piranha at one time?
We had a piranha at one time. So anything you can think of, we've had come through our doors.
And of course, we see, unfortunately, here at HMTV6, the not so glamorous side of the Humane Society, which is dealing with the animals that aren't cared for properly. So when you're thinking about taking an animal into your home, it's really important that you have enough time. This is not going to take a lot of time.
No, you're going to have to clean its cage out maybe once a week kind of thing. Make sure it has food and water, but it's a very self-sufficient animal.
Now, you had a guinea pig when you were growing up.
I did. His name was Guinea, very originally named.
That's a very original name. But
and he lived for 7 or 8 years, so I think a lot of people think that these smaller animals don't live as...
my side now.
Blaze likes you, Rachel. But yeah, I think they can live to be very old, which is good.
Take a look at the details for Blaze on the screen there. This is our first guinea pig. I'm very excited, actually.
Are you?
Yes.
We've
been doing the show for over a year now, and it's my first small animal.
So, well, we had a rabbit once. It's kind of a small animal.
Well, it's a smaller
animal. This is your first.
My first guinea pig.
Absolutely, yeah.
It is my first guinea pig. He is cute. I mean,
he's got great coloring. I mean, and he's a lot of other guinea pigs that can be a little more vocal, and he's pretty calm. So if you want a quiet animal, this is your guy.
Right, but you can still pick him up and pet him. So it truly is a pet.
Oh,
I always
absolutely.
think a fish, is really not a pet. Really, but people have fish. I just don't know what pleasure I would get out of fish.
You get way more pleasure out of it.
I can, but I probably can't mention it on this show. But a guinea pig, he's pretty friendly.
He is. He just, this is kind of what you see is what you get with this guy.
Is this a silly question now? Do they need vaccinating?
Yes, we actually do vaccinate guinea pigs. I don't think we spay. Actually, we do spay and neuter. So yes, they do, but they will come completely neutered and vaccinated as well.
Ready and all good to go.
All good to go.
So if you're looking for a little pet for your household, maybe for your children, a good way to kind of integrate them into being responsible for an animal.
Absolutely.
Then Blaze is your boy. That's a very dominant name. Let's take a look at those details one more time. Very excited to have our first guinea pig on Paws for Thought. So once again, big thanks for Bethany for arranging that. Well, it's every little girl's dream. So imagine my face at the age of 13 when my father brought home my dream. It was a goat. I didn't want a goat, Dad. I wanted a pony. And that's exactly what we have, a mini pony.
Not in the studio right now.
Not in the studio.
Not in the studio,
no.
But we do have a miniature pony, and this is our pet of the week for Paws for Thought. His name's Buttercup. We may change it to Edward because Buttercup seems kind of like a girl name, and he's very much a boy.
Oh, he's a boy?
He's very much a boy. He'd be very offended if we called him a girl.
Buttercup's yellow. That's kind of mixed.
And he is kind of brown. He's got a yellow mane. But he actually came to us as a stray. As weird as that sounds, I mean, you would think that if you lost your pony that you'd be looking for it.
Yeah.
But we found him on the side of the road, and there was no owner that came forward. So we kept him for a while, and then we gelded him, which is the same thing as neutering, which I found all this out. And he's down at our corral down at the shelter, and he's going to go for adoption.
And how old is he?
He's about 3 or 4. And what you see is what you get. He is not going to get any bigger. So I know people are thinking, oh, if you have a pony, it's going to become into a full grown. No, this is as good. This is as big as he's going to get.
I loved. We headed out, of course, to the Ag Expo, as everybody does in and across the tri-state region this year. And the mini horses out there were mini horses and mini ponies were so cute.
He's really, really sweet. And first he was a little aloof when he got in, but he is just coming up to all of us now. He's getting used to the staff, so he's going to be great when someone wants to take him. And
what kind of area should people, I mean, is there a space, obviously there's a space requirement for a pony, but what do you advise if someone's thinking about taking this animal on?
We're kind of recommending, first of all, it's going to be a bit of an adoption fee. There's going to be $200 at least, just because you're adopting a horse, or a mini pony, excuse me. We were kind of recommending that you have other horses, that you've had some kind of experience with them. He's not the best about being ridden yet. He will be, but he is going to take a little more work than just a regular horse.
So you're definitely looking for a family that have experience with horses. I mean, I wanted a pony so bad when I was a child.
I think a lot of people do.
I got a goat. I mean, I like goats. They're nice, but you can't ride goats.
We advise not to do that. I mean, you could, but we advise not to.
In any country, it's not a good idea.
No, not at all.
So you're looking for someone with a little bit of experience with horses or larger animals, and obviously a fair amount of space.
Fair amount of space, and having a horse or a pony or whatever is a big financial commitment. So we're looking for that as well.
Now, of course, when you adopt from the Humane Society, you make it as simple and easy as possible. You don't often adopt out these larger animals.
We don't. A lot of times they have gone to rescue before, but that's why we're kind of pushing them and featuring him on this show.
Yes, he's getting more than his 15 minutes.
More than his 15 minutes of fame, yeah.
Yes, because he'll play all week here at HMTV6. Let's take a look at the website. Don't forget, if you're watching the show for the first time, you're thinking, well, I wanted something a little smaller than a mini pony. Maybe wanted to start with a guinea pig. We have it all on Paws For Thought. 2 different shows that air throughout the week here on HMTV6. We've got guinea pigs, we've got dogs, we've got cats. We got pretty much everything.
All I needed to bring was a reptile. I think we got it all covered. Yeah. None of those right now, though.
None of those right. Yeah, I know you've had some pretty interesting animals.
We have had some pretty interesting animals.
I was so upset to miss the snake.
I could see it. See it on your face, Rachel.
And that tarantula. Oh, boy. So upset I was sick that day. And you've had a piranha?
Had a piranha. We've had koi fish. We've had anything you think of that's come through our doors.
Yeah, and they all need one thing, love.
Their new
forever home, and they need some love. So if you think Butterfinger, a.k.a. Butterfinger was last week.
Yeah.
But if you think Buttercup, a.k.a.
Edward,
I don't know how that's going to work. Kirk, thanks as always for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
I didn't get a pony. I got a goat, but I like goats. Thanks for watching us here on Paws For Thought.